This isn't just a classic car. This is a 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray with a fire-breathing 427 big block that once terrorized the streets, and today it's worth over $150,000. No traction control, no computers, just raw American horsepower and a soundtrack that shakes the ground. Stay with me, because what you're about to see isn't nostalgia, it's pure automotive dominance. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you love rare metal, raw horsepower, and timeless American design, you already know you're in the right place. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because today we're stepping into one of the most iconic machines ever built, the 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. The moment you see the 1966 Corvette Stingray, you understand why it's more than just a car. It's a statement, a low-slung predator carved from steel and fiberglass, shaped by speed and built during one of the most competitive eras in automotive history. Born in the golden age of muscle, this Corvette didn't just compete, it dominated hearts, streets, and showrooms across America. Back in 1966, the Corvette was already a legend. The second-generation Stingray, introduced in 1963, had redefined what an American sports car could be. By '66, it had matured into something sharper, more refined, yet still brutally powerful. The split window was gone, but what replaced it was cleaner, smoother, and arguably even more aggressive. The sculpted fenders, the hidden headlights, the sharp body lines flowing from nose to tail. Every inch was engineered to look fast, even while standing still. Under the hood is where the real magic happens. Chevrolet offered multiple V8 options in 1966, but the crown jewel was the 427 cubic inch big block V8. This wasn't just an engine, it was an event. With horsepower ratings climbing as high as 425 horsepower at factory trim, this Corvette delivered performance that embarrassed European exotics, costing twice as much at the time. The sound alone, that deep, thunderous rumble, feels like a declaration of war against boring cars everywhere. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, the driving experience is raw and mechanical in the best possible way. No driver aids, no digital screens, no artificial exhaust notes, just your hands on the wheel, your foot on the throttle, and pure American engineering responding instantly. 0 to 60 times in the low 5-second range were serious numbers in the mid-1960s. And even today, that kind of performance still commands respect. Inside, the cockpit wraps around the driver with classic analog gauges, toggle switches, and a clean dual-cowl dashboard design. It feels purposeful, almost aircraft-inspired. You don't sit in this car, you strap into it. The thin-rimmed steering wheel, the chrome details, the bucket seats, everything reflects an era when design wasn't filtered by focus groups, but driven by ambition and passion. But the 1966 model year was especially significant. It marked the final year of the 327 small block before the 427 took center stage. That makes this year a unique crossroads in Corvette history, a perfect blend of lightweight balance and big block brutality. Collectors know this, enthusiasts respect this, and the market reflects it. Today, a well-maintained 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray can command serious money. Small block examples often trade in the $70,000 to $100,000 range, depending on condition and originality. But if you're talking about a numbers-matching 427 big block with desirable options, prices can climb well beyond $150,000, and pristine concours-level examples have pushed even higher. This is no longer just a classic, it's blue-chip automotive art. And here's what makes it truly special. It still delivers. This isn't a museum piece that only looks good under lights. Fire it up, and it comes alive. The steering has weight. The suspension communicates every inch of pavement. The exhaust note bounces off buildings and turns heads instantly. In a world full of turbocharged efficiency and electric silence, the 1966 Corvette Stingray reminds us what visceral driving actually feels like. It represents freedom, rebellion, and innovation. It was built during a time when horsepower wars were at their peak and engineers were given the freedom to push boundaries. Owning one today isn't just about having a classic car, it's about preserving a piece of American performance history. The 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray stands as proof that true design never expires. The proportions are still perfect, the stance is still undeniable. Park it next to modern supercars, and it doesn't shrink. It commands attention. So whether you're a collector, an investor, or simply someone who appreciates automotive greatness, the 66 Stingray represents the ultimate blend of style, power, and legacy. It's loud, it's bold, it's unapologetic, and nearly 6 decades later, it still defines what a real American sports car should be. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most legendary Corvettes ever built, make sure you subscribe to my channel, drop a like, and let me know in the comments, would you choose the high-revving 327 or the monstrous 427? I'll see you in the next one.